This is not financial advice. It's not legal advice for entertainment and educational purposes only. And everything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff. And, let you know what I'm thinking, how I'm analyzing the data. And, the data that they're releasing to us is horrible. But it doesn't even matter at this point because as far as I'm concerned, and this is just my opinion, I think the SEC is definitely complicit. I believe that their inactions and maybe their actions conspire with the bad actors, conspire with the hedgies to rob retail investors. And the reason that I've come to that conclusion is the evidence of fraud and malfeasance and manipulation, is overwhelming. At this point, it's overwhelming, and yet they sit on the sidelines and do absolutely nothing. Yesterday, AMC and Jimmy steady upcline. Then at 1 o'clock, from 1 o'clock to 1:15, all the gains from all day just disappeared. It went straight down. I mean, if that's not algorithm illegal trading, I don't know what is. Unless it was spoofing, unless it was washing, unless it was ladder attacks. But whatever it was that pushed it down at that point, it was illegal. And anybody who looked at it, anybody who wanted to see the illegal activity would see the legal activity. And the only way you wouldn't notice the illegal activity is because you didn't want to notice it. As I said before in a prior video, it's willful blindness. It's willful blindness. They are sitting around and acting like they don't see what's going on, which to me makes them complicit in the felonies. It makes them complicit in the felonies. And then you look at the CAT system. The CAT system was supposed to be implemented years ago, and every year they delay it. Every year they put something in place to stop it from happening. Why do they do that? Why would they not want transparency? Because they are in cahoots. They are complicit with the bad actors. They're allowing them to steal from us in the dark. Because once the transparency is there, we'll be able to see all the short positions. So we'll be able to see that they got 50 million shorts of AMC or 500 million shorts. But the point is, the transparency would make everything, all the data available to all the investors. And they don't want that. They're allowing them to continue to rob us in the dark. And then if you go back even further, they find these bad actors, know what they do, and it's like their modus operandi to allow them to continue robbing retail investors. And then what they do is they just take their cut of the proceeds. They take their cut of the proceeds. So they're co-conspirators because they're both benefiting from robbing retail investors. And not just retail investors, the pension funds also. Because, technically the pension funds are retail investors. Because who benefits from the pension funds? Hard-working Americans. Hard-working Americans. So for the SEC to allow this stuff to continue, for the SEC to hire people who were under investigation for running Ponzi schemes, for the evidence to be so overwhelming and they sit on the sidelines and do nothing, that means they are complicit. Okay? It means they are allowing the malfeasance to continue because they get a financial benefit from the malfeasance. They get a financial benefit from the corruption. And because they get a financial benefit, they sit on the sidelines and allow it to continue. But even stopping the CAT system and all that other nonsense they're allowed to go on every day, it's not going to save them. It's not going to save the bad actors, because the bad actors are already in too deep. They are already in too deep. And then yesterday, I was looking at some data that was put out at Citadel, Virtue, a few other market maker hedge funds. They were holding over $2 billion of AMC shares on their books. Now, if the float is approximately 516 million shares, how were they able to have over 2 billion shares on their books? And these are institutions. This doesn't even come into play the fact that retail owns 90% of the float. So if the institutions are holding 4 times the float, and we're holding 90% of the float, what does that say about what's going on in the market? What does that say about the overwhelming evidence of fraud that the SEC is allowing to continue every day? And I hope the DOJ is really doing an investigation, and I hope that there's going to be some indictments coming down soon. Because at this point, if nothing is done, there will be chaos in the streets. We might have a situation similar to Sri Lanka. And I hate to say this, and I really would hate to see that. But you can only abuse people for so much until they say enough is enough. Even a coward eventually will fight back when his back is against the wall. You corner a rabbit and they will attack. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe button, know that YouTube algorithm stuff, and please hit the notification so you get the videos as I put them out. But I believe that SEC is complicit. I believe they get a financial benefit from being complicit. Please let me know what you think about the SEC being complicit in the comments. Have a great day. I appreciate y'all on this journey with me. God bless.